capable of. I'm so far beyond you. I'm like a god in human clothing.
Death operator.
A bodybuilder won't judge you for working out. A millionaire won't judge you for starting a business. A football player won't judge you for playing ball. It's always the low-life losers who have something to say.
Strength is the only thing that matters in this world. Everything else is just a delusion of the weak. There's only one certainty in life. A strong man stands above and conquers all. If John Wick killed 400 people for his dog, do you think I'm playing when it comes to my brother?
The 1%. This is a group of people that do what the other 99% don't. They separate themselves from the crowd by constantly pushing through discomfort. They work when others don't.
Everyone's heard work smart, not hard, right? That's bullshit. It's a lie. It's a lie. Because trying to work smart, not hard is what he described, and it's just a different form of laziness.
I know we love to argue, let's get at it. You crush my heart and say it's...
If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
Just go ghost. Nobody's gotta know what you're up to. This is you against you. If you really want to make some noise, don't tell people what you're doing, and let the results speak for themselves.
Listen to this every morning. Nothing on this earth will ever stop me. I am a fucking champion. I am the best ever. I will destroy anything that comes my way. I am a one-man army. Nobody can match me. I will keep going and push harder every day because I am Vozen.
The real men, the real value men, they don't wear anything flashy. You don't even know they have money. It's the beauty. They wear same t-shirt every day. Yeah, and they're the true men with the values. They're the ones who, they're dangerous. They know their stuff, and if they want to inflict danger, they know. But the beauty about them is that they have that, everything's under control. So if anyone wants to mess with them, you know you're gonna get burned. But because they're so in control and in their king energy, the girls know that he's a good person to be with because he can protect me, but he also will respect me and love me.
Do you think people can be born gay?
No, I don't. And there's no conclusive evidence to that point.
Wow, you know, a lot of gay people say they were born that way. They said that, you're saying
a lot of murderers say they were born murderers. A lot of pedophiles say they were born pedophiles. So if we're going to say there's a gay gene, we're going to have to open up the conversation and say that there's a pedophile gene, which means if I molest children, I shouldn't go to jail because after all, it was in my DNA. Be careful about opening up one door. You got to open up all them doors.
But no, hold on. Being a pedophile is illegal. Being a homosexual is not illegal.
There's an organization called the North American Association for Man and Boy Love. They're trying to normalize and legalize pedophilia.
Oh, no, we got to blow them up.
It's on the internet. North American Association.
That sounds crazy.
Oh my goodness. In fact, it's already been predicted that when the next DSM comes out, pedophilia will be normal behavior.
We need to drop a
Remember,
bomb on them
homosexuality was once mental illness up until 74. They changed it in 74. Some people thought homosexuality would never be considered normal in 74.
But it was never illegal.
It was never illegal. But here's the thing. Once you say something is normal, it's easy to make it legal.
There's a quote that I've fallen in love with. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Fuck, dude. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
You should see me in a crowd. I know there's nothing to hide.
Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man young, wealthy, and wise. It's Benjamin Franklin.
I'm here to announce that the card that everyone has been waiting for, we got it done. Abu Dhabi, UFC 294 on Saturday, October 21st. The main event, Islam Makhachev will defend his lightweight title in the rematch against Charles Oliveira.
Parked up outside in the old school. The new me back with the OU. The dog always find his way back home, and it's so true.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
Story of the Chinese farmer. You ever seen that?
No.
So he loses his horse, and everybody in the town comes over and they say, "Oh, well, that's terrible." And he's like, "Maybe." And then the next day, 7 wild horses come back, and they all come over and they say, "Oh, well, that's great." And he says, "Well, maybe." And the next day, his kid is taking out one of the wild horses and breaks his leg, and the whole town comes over and they say, "Oh, that's terrible now, isn't it?" He says, "Maybe." The next day, the conscription officers come over and they're, taking people into the military to go fight, and they pass by his son because he's got a broken leg, and the whole town comes over and they say, "Oh, that's great now, isn't it?" And he says, "Maybe." And the point of it is that you never really know if something is bad or good because you don't know how that's going to affect the rest of your life.
I have a question. What the fuck do you want?
Hey, keep me on the block, baby, what keep me on the block?
I don't know how else to say this to you people at home. These are the last years of freedom. Our children are never going to experience what we experienced. We're going to have electric cars, which will turn off if you go into the wrong zone. We're going to have money, which they control completely and absolutely, CBDCs, or only allow you to spend it on certain things. This is the beginning of the absolute end. Nobody seems to give a shit. The few people who care are here, like myself, trying to scream to you people, and you're all just sitting there going, "Yeah, but I don't have time to make money on the internet. I'm just going to play video games." Like, you're just walking into slavery.
The rule of 100 states that if you spend 100 hours in a year, which is 18 minutes a day, all of us, in any discipline, karate, violin, piano, whatever, if you spend 18 minutes a day, which is 100 hours a year, you'll be better than 95% of the world in that discipline. It's just the consistency of whatever you do more than anything else.
How many genders are there?
172.
It's hard to know, really. It's changing all the time. So, your species is evolving that rapidly. Remarkable. Perhaps while you are sitting here, you will grow additional limbs or develop the ability to breathe underwater.
No, that's not what we meant.
It's too bad. So, what are these genders, and how do they function?
Function? I don't understand.
Why, yes. On my planet, the female gender is the giver of life, raising and nurturing our young, preserving our civilization for eons to come, while the males mostly just mow our space lawns and make multiple trips to Space Home Depot.
What you're talking about is sex. Gender is something different.
Exactly. People can identify with genders different than their natal sex, or with none at all.
But why?
It's just the way we feel.
No! The way we're born.
Well, of course, a lot of times they don't realize how they were born until someone tells them. Someone like a teacher, social media influencer.
Oh, I understand. On this planet, there are people who are men, and people who are women, and people who are mentally ill.